Hello, this is the webmaster of LakeHeritage.org, and I'd like to show you a possibility for the future, an electronic ballot. How does it work? What does it look like? What I did was I created a ballot based on the 2018-2019 election, where we had a slate of 6 candidates. Of course, I had to accommodate people who wanted to write in. So let's take a look and see, well, what would the voter see? I'll read this with you. On this ballot, there are 2 ways to vote. If you decide to stick with a declared slate of candidates, and there are 6, use the check boxes in question 1, which allows up to 3 choices. If you want to write in a candidate, fill in the names in question 2. Together, counting your check boxes in question 1 and the names in question 2, you may only select 3 candidates. If you select more than 3, your vote is invalid. So 3 is the golden number, split between the slate of candidates who have published their intention to run and any write-ins. Now, as we're looking at here, it says, here is the slate of published candidates who are running for the board of directors. You may select up to 3 candidates from the list below. Check the last box only if you want to enter 3 write-ins. Okay, that's very rare, but it is a possibility. Now, if you wanted to vote for Stanton Brown, the only thing you have to do is really put a checkbox near Stan's name. Now, he's not running right now. He's already run. This election has taken place. But this is what you would see. Of course, the candidates would be different. If you wanted to see his bio sketch, and this is the information that we have about Stan, you would click here, and it would bring up a page with his bio sketch. And this opens up in a new page. So when you're done reading it, all you have to do is close the page by Xing out, and you're done. If you wanted to vote for Michael Kaywood, once again, you would click on Michael. You would then, if you wanted to see his bio sketch, click on that. And you can see Michael Kaywood's bio sketch. It's the whole sketch, everything that we've been publishing right along during the nominating process. Nothing new. And then if you wanted to vote for Howard Hellier, you would click on Howard. And at this point in time, you've used your 3 votes. You voted for Stanton Brown, 1. You voted for Michael Kaywood, 2. And lastly, you voted for Howard Hellier, 3. You wouldn't have write-ins left, so there'd be no reason to do a write-in, and you would click Done. And then you will have voted. Now, let's do this again, only this time we'll do a write-in vote. I have to clean history to get this done, and it takes a little bit. Now I can look at the survey again, and I can vote again. Incidentally, this ballot will come through your email. Every person gets 1 vote per email invitation. Okay, now in the second ballot, I'm going to vote for 2 people. I'll vote for Ronald A. Brown Jr. I'll vote for Sue Heller. So now I have room for another vote. Now, I'm not going to check this box because it says check this box if you want to enter 3 write-ins. But I don't want to enter 3 write-ins. I already voted for 2 people, so I can only vote for 1. So here, let me put in John Wayne. Now, it's highly likely that John Wayne, even if he did get a vote, nothing would come of this because he's not a member in good standing over the age of 18 in the Lake Heritage Property Owners Association. So Let me put someone more reasonable. If I voted for Roy King, whom I know and is a member in good standing and is over the age of 18, well, this actually might have some effect. Although historically, very, very few write-ins, we very rarely get write-ins. And let me submit this. Okay, I can see that this is successful. It says thank you. It gives me a little promotional material. That is, SurveyMonkey is trying to push itself, and you know, they're there to sell more SurveyMonkey accounts. We have ours at Lake Heritage, and that essentially is what happens, what gets done, how hard or how easy it is to vote using an e-ballot. Now, in all likelihood, the first election or two or three or five, or who knows, we would have a hybrid election. That is, you would get a paper ballot, those who opted for a paper ballot, those who, for whom we do not have an email account, and we would have the email invitation for those that we do. Okay, we're not trying to force an e-ballot on everyone. I hope this showed you just about how an e-ballot works, how e-voting works, and what you would be faced with if you were voting.